Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you something deeply personal, the reasons why I chose to walk away from civil engineering, a career I once thought would be my life's work. It's a story about facing hard truths, making bold decisions, and ultimately choosing a path that aligns with who I truly am. Let's start at the beginning. When I first entered the field of civil engineering, I was filled with excitement and ambition. The idea of shaping the physical world, designing and constructing the infrastructure that society relies on, was thrilling. I saw myself working on massive projects, from bridges that span great distances to skyscrapers that define city skylines. The thought of being a part of something so monumental was intoxicating. I believed that this was the perfect career for me, one that would challenge me intellectually while allowing me to make a tangible impact on the world. However, as I delved deeper into my career, the reality of civil engineering started to unravel the dream. The workload was immense. Long hours, weekends on site, constant problem solving, and the never-ending pressure to meet tight deadlines. I found myself pouring all my energy into the job, yet the rewards felt meager in comparison to the effort I was putting in. The pay, while steady, didn't reflect the sacrifices I was making in terms of time, health, and personal life. It began to feel like I was stuck in a relentless grind, with little to show for it at the end of the day. The initial excitement started to fade, replaced by a growing sense of disillusionment. What really pushed me to reconsider my career was the realization that civil engineering, despite its importance, wasn't a self-sustainable skill. Unlike other professions where you could take your skills and start your own business or work independently, civil engineering kept me tied to large companies, dependent on securing contracts and working on projects that required vast resources. It became clear that I was on a path that would keep me in a cycle of employment, working for someone else, always dependent on the next project. I began to see civil engineering not just as a job, but as a career that would keep me locked into a system that I couldn't easily escape from. This realization was like a wake-up call, forcing me to confront the reality that I might never achieve the level of autonomy and freedom I craved if I stayed on this path. This led to a critical turning point in my life. I could continue down the road of civil engineering, accepting the steady but ultimately unsatisfying routine, or I could take a leap of faith and pursue something different. Something that would allow me to build a life on my own terms. After much reflection, I decided that I couldn't ignore the growing feeling that I was meant for something more. I wanted a career where the effort I put in directly translated into the rewards I received, where I wasn't confined by the limitations of traditional employment, and where I could have the freedom to create and innovate without being tethered to someone else's vision. So, I made the difficult decision to leave civil engineering behind and venture into new fields. I started exploring different avenues, learning new skills, and thinking about how I could use my background in more creative and entrepreneurial ways. This journey hasn't been easy, it's been filled with challenges, uncertainties, and moments of doubt. But it has also been incredibly rewarding. For the first time in years, I feel a sense of ownership over my work and my future. I'm no longer just building physical structures. I'm building a life that is sustainable, fulfilling, and aligned with my core values. Looking back, walking away from civil engineering was not just a career change, it was a decision to reclaim my life. It was about choosing to prioritize my well-being and to pursue a path that offers true freedom and fulfillment. While it was one of the most difficult decisions I've ever made, it was also one of the most liberating. I've learned that success isn't just about climbing the corporate ladder or sticking to the path you originally chose. It's about finding a path that resonates with you, where your efforts are valued and where you can truly thrive. For me, that meant leaving behind a stable but stifling career in civil engineering and embarking on a new journey, one that leads to a life of purpose, autonomy, and genuine happiness. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If my story resonates with you, or if you're at a crossroads in your own career, I encourage you to reflect on what truly matters to you. Sometimes, the bravest thing you can do is to walk away from something that no longer serves you, and to build something new, something that's truly yours.